Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Straight to the Money podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Silver. Today's episode is brought to you by Silver Property Ventures, LLC. If you have a wholesale deal, if you'd like to get into the real estate space, real estate coaching, reach out to Silver Property Ventures in DFW Metro in Texas. Today's guest on the show is a lifelong entrepreneur, remote business enthusiast, I would say expert, and my good friend in Islamabad, Pakistan, Waqas Malik. Waqas, welcome to the show.
Hey Dylan, thanks for having me on the show. It's a pleasure to be here and talk to you always and discuss the ideas.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So it's almost what 8 p.m. over there, 8:15 in Islamabad. It's just after 10 over here, right?
Correct, yeah. To be precisely, it's 8:20 p.m. over there.
We always were communicating at odd hours, and I remember when you were finishing up school, you'd be working all night, and then going to school. And I don't know how the VAs do it. I don't know how you did it, but you found a way.
Correct, man. Like it's terrible when when you have like other responsibilities like university stuff and then you're making your whole money and money for your family as well. It's incredibly difficult. I can still remember that without sleeping for a minute, I was going to the universities as well. But somehow it ended and now it's going great.
I'm just blown away by your work ethic. I think I work hard, but then I compare it to how hard you were working and are working, and it's truly incredible. I always like to start off the show by asking folks how they got into the real estate space, or in your case, multiple businesses. And so, give us some perspective there.
Well, for me, it's very like different kind of dynamic because I live in a third world country, and over there we have like different dynamics. And obviously, our country is not like financially stable enough to give us like opportunities there, so we can make money and take care of our families as well. And with the revolution of internet, the things actually changed. So my point was when I went from my hometown where I was not having like internet facilities, I went to the Islamabad and it was basically a risk taken by my father because we were having enough money so I can like spend one semester over there and figure out things for myself and then continue my journey toward progress. And I was like, I was hopeful that if I'm gonna be there, then I need to do the hard work, get something online, make money online, and then scale it with the time and do everything for my family. So that's how I got into this business of, making money online. So the first and most important thing for me was like understanding English language because I wasn't able to speak, write, and communicate as well. So this was like a hard challenge, and I opted a degree which was in English, a 4 years degree.
Okay, so you actually majored in English.
Correct. Yeah. So what I was doing a major in English, and at the same time, I was learning like business as well, like with my side hustle. So I'm learning the language at one end and speaking to the foreigners, people I was like on Discord and other communities where I was in real time talking to these people, practicing my English, and at the same time, I was getting the knowledge of businesses as well, like how I can make money with the help of English and doing freelancing and stuff because this was popping out in Pakistani market.
How common was this, Wakas, for people to be in school and then also making money through remote work? Were you an outlier or is this rather common?
Well, it's a new big thing in Pakistan, I would say, because of our financial pressures in this country, and there is a famous book as well, like hard time creates strong man creates good time creates weak man.
Weak
So we
man.
were having hard times. So we were having hard times. It pushed our generation of young men to come forward and take the responsibility and make their own money. And believe me, right now our country is like fifth globally in freelance market. We are improving like with
Islamabad.
magnificent progress. Yeah, whole country. I mean, Pakistan is at number five in like global ranking of freelancers and online earnings. Pakistan is at number five right now.
Waqas, do you know where the other countries are ranked in there? What are some other good freelance countries?
Well, other freelance countries, I would say Philippines, India, and Pakistan. These are the
The
top five.
powerhouse.
Say like these are the top five countries.
It's so incredible the quality of VAs that you can get. It's to a degree now where like you can get VAs that will do the same quality of work, if not better, almost round the clock. And it will actually be a benefit to everybody because the dollar is so strong in some of these locations that they're really welcoming this work. Whereas here, for that same dollar, you probably wouldn't be able to attract talent at all. How do
Exactly,
you experience
exactly.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is the point. I mean, people have to understand that dynamics of business are changing these days. And I would say, can you answer my question? Like, how much money people pay to a good VA who have like good skills and is working 8 hours per day?
I would say it depends on what you are looking for from the VA. If you're looking for, let's say, an accountant, right? Or if you're looking for someone who can do some type of higher level negotiations, that's going to be different from someone who's, maybe has an accent, heavy accent, and is doing lots of cold calling or cold touches, right? So to give you an example, someone who's doing cold calling, right? Or someone who may be doing some low level editing of some kind, some type of editing, or some type of data input. You might pay them $4 an hour.
In the United States?
No, as a VA over here in the United States, um, I mean, goodness, you'd pay probably that same person somewhere around. I'm just gonna throw out a number here for cold calling. You'd pay them somewhere around $14 to $16 an hour. But for some type of video editing, that can get quite costly. So I'd say it's probably closer to per project. But if I was to throw out a number, I would say like $22 an hour.
I couldn't hear you properly. Can you just recall that point at the
Yeah,
last?
I would say $22 an hour for video editing, and I would say 14 to 16 for some type of cold calling or basic data entry.
All right, so you can see a huge difference between that as well, and the working hours are fixed as well. So as compared to that, when you hire a person from Pakistan, India, or Philippines, and you get like half the price, like people are willing to work at $3 per hour as well. He might not be an expert, but if you have that vision of becoming a successful entrepreneur, you can get that person, you can get on a call with them, you can understand like what is their skill set right now. Are they enthusiastic? If I invest my time and resources in that person for let's say 3 months, then what he is gonna do for my business.
Yeah, I mean they
So
could train them
after
up just the same way.
Correct. And after like 3 months, you can pay them like $10 per hour, and they still will not be able to replace you because $10 per hour is a lot of money over there in all of these countries. So when you hire a person from Pakistan, India, or Philippines, and you pay them less money, and you invest your time and energy into these people who are very anxious and they're just waiting for the right opportunity, they will scale your business. They will be your um, long-term faithful employees, and they will make your business take your business to the next heights, I would say.
I completely agree. I've had some incredible VAs in the Philippines, knowing nothing about the Philippines whatsoever. And the experience that I had was just like you're saying, the level of dedication, level of loyalty was pretty much unmatched. Like, you can't really, I would say, expect um, Americans to be that loyal for 14 to $16 an hour when the cost of life over here is so high. You're not going to be able to afford practically any type of life, on that money. But you could be paying a VA $4 an hour. You even mentioned three, and they will be loyal, and then they can grow in that role. And I mean, to your point, Wakas, like the quality of people that you can get is is incredible.
Correct.
So, Waqas, pivoting a bit here, in your business journey, you've grown effectively from VA to now multiple time business owner at scale. Talk about some of the projects that you have going on now, and then also what the growth was like from your first, VA jobs to where you are today.
Well, I will tell you my story, and it's gonna be like interesting as well. So I started a job when I was having university classes, and with that, I started a job because I was technically having no money. So I started a job, and in my own currency, I was getting 60,000, which is 60K, and I was like, okay, after 1 month, I will have 60K, and if I spend like 1K every day, I will have like 60 days to get my first client. That was the start when I tried to start my freelancing journey. So I stick to that job, and after 1 month and 15 days, I got 75K. I give myself treat for 5 days, like went here and there, just to avoid the trauma of the job because they were having like 8 hours shift, and then I was straight away coming to the university and taking classes. So I took 5 days off, and then I get back to my laptop. I said, okay, now I have like 75,000, and if I spend like 1,000 every day, I have 75 days in front of me, and I will be able to hit one client with $100, and $100 is like 27K in my currency. So then I will, add this up. So
What is the
I
currency
started
over
with
there,
the laptop.
Waqas?
So $1 is 278 rupees over there.
Mm,
So
okay.
if we say like if someone is getting paid $100, they will get paid like 28,000, 28K over there.
Okay. Okay. So
So with this
you had
kind,
made like $300, and that was supposed to last you a whole month.
correct, 100%. Like it was more than that. Like it was like I was just being on the safe side. Like I said, okay, I have this much time right now, and then I started with a laptop, and I deleted all of the numbers of my family, and I was not talking to anybody. I was just working, and there was like Eid coming up as well. Like after Ramadan, there is an Eid festival. So I didn't went to home. I was just working in front of my laptop on LinkedIn, Fiverr, and Upwork, just reaching out to people and saying that, hey, I need some work, and if you can give me like 7 days trial, I will not be getting paid anything if you like me, and then you can continue with me. And after 10 days, when I was able to send like, I would say 3,000 messages to people on different platforms, and I got like 10 replies, and out of them I got like 5 meetings, and one of the person was willing to give me $100 for a project. I was happy.
Wow. Okay. So how long did that $100 last you, and what did you do from there?
So technically from 75K I was down to 50, and then I got 27K more. So I was
Okay.
again back to 77. So I was like very happy. I said, okay, I have like 77 more days, and now I'm gonna target two more clients in next 20 days, and then I'm gonna cross my century, and then I will go for the next goal. So it was a step-by-step process planned by me, and I was happy when I got the result in the first 10 days. And then, like, it was very easy for me to get the second client. Like, it took me like 5 days. Then I got the second client, and he paid me like $300. And then the number goes up, and like, it becomes like I have like 1,000 days in front of me. I, even if I stop working today, I have still like 1,000 days in front of me, and I can like survive. That's how, I started, and I, took my days to like 2,000, 3,000, and then I.
Uh-oh. All right, we're back. It seems like it wasn't too much of a struggle for very long. You started out the job that you were working at the university was difficult. Hours studying, learning a new language, right? You're learning English, and then you got your first client, right? So you replenished back up to above 70,000 rupees, and you're rolling from there. Was that how it felt to you, or did it feel like an insurmountable task?
Can you repeat your question? Your voice was just, going up and down.
Sure. Hold on, let me adjust my mic. When you were going through the process of getting into the university, then getting that job on campus, and now you're learning a new language, you're on the job on campus, you're also reaching out to remote clients, right? You're seeing money going down, but then you get your first client, which brings you back above 70,000 rupees, and then you get another client, and it seems like to our listeners and to me that you're rolling at this point, and doing well. Did it feel like that, or did it feel like an impossible task?
Well, to me, because I was having no other option, it's extremely difficult when all of the people, all of your friends there with their families, and you're just struggling hard, you're meeting nobody, you're just working on yourself. So this was like a commitment for life for me because people were expecting things from me, and I was expecting things from myself as well, because I would say like out of 10, it was 9.9% difficult for me because to learn a new language, and then to learn business at the same time as well. And I was like 19 at 20 years old at that time. So it was very difficult for me to understand business with no background in business, and then to learn a completely new language, become capable enough to, to just, convince people that I can help you. So it was like hell of a task, I would say.
Okay, so break down a little lifestyle for us here, Waqas. So I'm imagining university life. You know, you're on campus. You're newer to Islamabad, right? So you weren't born there, right? So maybe some of this is some of it can be overwhelming, right? And so you go there. You really effectively have no money. You know, you have to work hard to survive, right? And then now you're doing remote work and studying. But I also know the cost of life over there is lower, right? So when you're getting in these remote clients, I'm imagining things improved a little quickly. So two questions, Wakas. First, in US dollars, what was your cost of life that first semester or first year at university? And then a follow up from that, uh, how well were you living once you started to see these remote clients coming in?
Well, I will have to do a quick math because I have to, convert dollars over there in PKR.
Sure.
So give me like 1 minute. Your video stopped, by the way.
My video stopped. We'll have to piece it together at the end. But can you hear me all right?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now. Okay, so
Okay.
I would say like at my first semester, my semester fee was $300, and it was totally paid by my father. He took the risk and he said like I have all this money, and you can go and survive for the next 6 months, and then you have to figure out things for yourself.
Okay. And so, aside from those $300, I'm assuming there's lots of other costs that come up in life, or was that all inclusive?
Well, I mean, they paid the semester fee, and they were having like land over there as well, which is like for survival, I would say, like where we grow wheat and stuff, and then we have kettles as well. So
Mm.
we were having that backup as well, like for the expenses. We're gonna sell something over there. We're gonna arrange it for you, and maybe we can borrow some money from friends and family as well. So this was the plan. So technically, with going in the line, I was having like 1 year in front of me, and I knew that from the very first day. So that's how I, started working very, very hard, and then I started making money. I was living like in a room where I was paying like, you won't believe that, but I was paying like $15 rent for that room. So it was such kind of room. I was having like I mean 6 or 7 Mbps internet connection over there. So when internet is down and I'm in the middle of the meeting, the light is gone or something, I was like, hey man, I mean I need to do better than that. So motivation was everywhere.
So your all-in bills, like for 1 month, it was like 400 US dollars, or roughly that, between food and rent and school and transportation. You're paying like 400 US dollars a month.
Correct. Yeah.
This is interesting because to our listeners, this sounds unbelievable because uh, going to university, paying for a semester, right? A semester at university can be 25,000 US dollars, right? So that means it's, a couple months. You could do easily $5,000 in 1 month at a university, plus room, plus food, plus gym, plus all this other stuff. It is easily, exponential more than that. And so you're talking about developing country, working, but also learning a new language and managing bills. All this is new to you. At this time, Wakas, were you also, physically, involved in the gym, or was it all just school and athletics kind of had to go to the side until you could basically find more clients?
So basically, it was all about struggle. Even if I was in the university and I was taking classes, I was having like my laptop in front of me and I was like wearing glasses in my class. And when professor asked me like, why are you wearing glasses in the class? And I say like I'm doing a night job. So when I came to the classes, so I can't open my eyes. That's why I'm putting glasses and taking notes of your classes. Correct. Yeah, I was not able to do anything. Even if when I was going into the classes, I was taking my laptop and putting classes. And like when professor will be asking me like, why you're wearing glasses in the class? I would say like, I'm having a night shift. That's why I can't open my eyes. That's why I'm wearing glasses. And technically what I was doing, I was, messaging my clients on LinkedIn, doing something over there instead of, taking notes. I was not taking notes.
So, Wakas, when you're at university, this sounds like such a struggle, a fight, really, to get financial stability and freedom. Are you seeing that most of the other students are in a similar position, or was there a degree of wealth that you saw there when you first entered school that really the other students were not having to struggle and fight so hard?
So when I went on campus, obviously this thing was in my mind that I'm gonna do something with the help of my degree. I'll be making money after the end of my degree. But the things changed in one semester because when I came to realize that this is not gonna take me anywhere, one thing which I can get out of it is if I can get the fluency in English language and then I can start a side hustle, then I will be in a better position to make a good amount of money. So I realized this thing early, and because of that thing, I shifted my focus from completely being on the degree to the side hustle. So it was like 70-30, and with the help of this thing I was able to generate money, and it proved and this thing proved with the time as well, because when I spoke to my teammates, my class fellows after the end of my degree, and I spoke to the guy who was like very talented, and I spoke to him like, hey man, what are you doing, what is going on in life? And he told me like he's just doing a job, and he's paying 30,000 rent and 30,000 for the life overall, for going out and for the food and stuff. So technically, he was earning 60K and spending all of them on himself. He was not saving any money, and he was like very worried about his situation as well.
So, Wakas, when you started getting these jobs in, so you go, it sounds like, from being economically less empowered than your peers at school, but you're getting jobs quickly. Are you then seeing that, okay, now I'm actually one of the wealthier students on campus because of the work that I'm doing? Did you experience that?
Correct, 100%. I definitely experienced that. Like I was having latest gadgets, I would say I can buy anything over there in Pakistan. So I experienced that thing, but for me, the values are very important. So I keep, a low key as well. Like I'm not the kind of person who will be like showing off and doing things for the people, like, hey, people are gonna notice me or something. Because this thing, I learned throughout my journey. Because when you work for something, then you don't have such kind of expectations, and you just put the low key for yourself.
So you graduated, was it a 4 year that you took 4 years in school? How long was it?
Correct. It was 4 years degree.
Okay, so you graduate, you're around 22. at this point, um, you're effectively wealthy in Pakistan. You're effectively a wealthy individual and young. What was the reception from your parents, your peers, other people who had graduated? And did other people say, wow, Waqas, you're doing something which is very, very unique, and how do we learn? What was the reception like from other people?
So initially, people were like, I mean, people are like maybe jealous kind of or something. They keep saying like there is nothing in such kind of things. You don't have to do such kind of things. You have to, focus on your degree or do something with your degree. So this was the earliest, perception of people about me. And when I started getting real life results, then people started following me. I would say they started joining me as well. So with the help of me doing this thing has, motivated other students as well, and at the same time my siblings as well. So with the help of me, plenty of people got more jobs, and I was like, giving like. I would say mentoring people as well who were younger than me, who were in the university in their initial years. I was mentoring those people as well. So with the help of me becoming successful in this domain, so it actually helped people to get the knowledge of being successful online, doing something creative, and not following the norms of getting a degree and getting a job. So this was the perception which changed with the time.
Let's pivot a bit here, Wakas. To fast forward to today, starting as a VA, let's talk about the projects that you're involved in today and the lifestyle today to give people an idea of the scale and what you've grown to. Because I think to our listeners and myself, if I hadn't previously known you, I would say this sounds unbelievable. How could someone in Islamabad, Pakistan, be doing numbers like this? But the truth is that not only are you doing numbers like this, but that you're actually expanding into other domains as well, including brick and mortar businesses out there.
Correct, 100%. So I started from the first thing, which was like cold calling and setting appointments for people. And then when I got the money, then I got more skills and I kept expanding. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm helping people to completely remote their setup from US to Pakistan. Like I'm building offices in Pakistan, in different cities of Pakistan, where we have like an established office with the help of employees. So anything which can be transferred online, I came in and I take their business and effectively turn it online with 60% money saving and 24/7 support as well. That's first thing which I'm doing. Other thing is I'm helping like e-commerce people to get their things done from Pakistan. I have people over there in my company. We have like different people who do different services. They have skill set, and we take care of such kind of clients as well.
Are you able to say any of the clients that you're working with or the fields that they're in?
Yes, my clients are from real estate industry as well, from Airbnb and Booking.com, investing in real estate and content creators as well, from e-commerce, and then we have like from sales industry as well, tech kind of things. So we have like variety of clients who are from different industry. So anything that can be shifted online, we take on that. We have our experts. We come on the discovery call and see like how we can actually help them.
It's so interesting, Wakas. I've said this to you a number of times, and it's my fault. It's my fault. I got to do business with you. I got to do business with you. We have a Facebook page. I really didn't pursue that as heavily as I could and I should. But I'm hoping that maybe we could have you as a regular guest, and some of the technical difficulties that we were having we'll be able to figure out. But to Americans living in the United States, people again, they're going to listen to this and they're going to say that sounds unbelievable. He's living in a developing third world country and effectively doing things that we could also do here. But he's figured it out even in harsher conditions. So, what would be your advice, Wakas, to people living anywhere in the world as far as doing remote work?
Well, on this, my take is that whenever I speak to American people and what their perception about us is that we are I would say we are most talented people, or we are different species who are very hardworking and such kind of individual. And I always tell them, hey man, people you spoke with from Pakistan, India, Philippines, and people who are in your country, they are not special. They are not different from you. They are just the top people of our countries. They get a chance to speak to you. They get a chance to visit your country because everybody is not allowed to go there. If everybody was genius, as you think of ourselves, then our country would have made a lot of progress as well. So my my point, my advice to them is that you just have to be creative. You have to adopt the technology as well, and with the help of AI and everything, you just need to be creative. You just need to struggle hard, and you just need to be in the competition, in the race.
Waqas, this is such poignant and critical feedback because to people who are listening, thinking, I would love to do what he's doing with the remote, but I just can't, get started. It was a struggle for you as well, like going from being maybe not. Not feeling like you had enough money to survive on campus and seeing other people who were doing well, and maybe had more wealth than you, to then doubling and tripling their wealth and more times than that and launching your own business. You're a testament to really the power of entrepreneurism. But pivoting a bit here before we head out, Wakas, I did have a question about your fitness routine these days because we've talked about fitness in the past. And I think for people all over the world, some of the things that unite us currently is a trend, I think, globally towards fitness. And so I see you working out all the time. What's the fitness routine like these days in Islamabad, Pakistan for Waqas?
So my routine over there is like it's been Eid, so I have been at home, and at my home I would say like for $1 you can buy like 20 more than 20 eggs. and
Okay.
and the best thing is we get the fried chicken, which is eating food from the natural habitats. It's not something built with the chemicals and something, and you guys get to eat that KFC.
I know. I mean, for us, you're lucky to get $4 for 12 eggs, but you can easily do $10 or $11 for 12 eggs for a dozen over here. So, I know it's Eid, but outside of Eid, are you going to the gym every day? Are you doing, push pull leg day? What's your routine like at the gym?
At the gym, I'm focusing on like building a stamina these days. So I go like 4 days and sometimes 5 days a week. So I will do like push, pull, and legs. So building up
Uh-huh.
muscles, and this is something which it makes me feel good about things. So this is something which I have been enthusiast from the start of my journey.
I've talked about this before with you, but I feel like Islamabad would be ripe for jujitsu. That there would be a lot of jujitsu practitioners out there if there were more schools. But I don't think jujitsu's made its way out there to the degree which it has in other places. But who knows, Wakas? Maybe you'll be opening some type of mixed martial arts studio and business out there in the future. I don't know.
Maybe it can pop up in front of me. So yeah, I mean, this might be the next thing which I will be doing maybe in next 5 years because I'm enthusiastic about that as well. Like stay
We are.
healthy, live less, and live with the quality.
You have to. You have to. I'm gonna try to come on to your show here next week or in the coming weeks. But we are coming up on time here, Wakas. Where can folks go to get a hold of you?
Couldn't get you.
Where can folks go to get a hold of you? Where can folks go to contact you?
All right, man. So you want me to share something like my contact information with you?
Yeah. Hold on, Forrest. Dip for a bit. I gotta have you on at 11. Yeah, go ahead, Wakas. Share your contact info with us.
Well, man, you have my number. Like people can always reach out to me on WhatsApp. I have LinkedIn as
Uh-huh.
well. I can provide it to you, and at the end of this video, you can just put the banner. Like people can reach out to me with that information.
All right, Wakas, thanks for coming on. I see my buddy Forrest is already here, so I gotta go hop off to the next podcast. But Wakas, we'll stay in touch, man. Let's do this again.
Thank you very much, man. Peace.